I stood alone in the pouring rain, my flashlight shining through the dark corridors of the abandoned factory. The silence was heavy. The radio crackled softly, murmurings drifting in and out. I adjusted it, hoping for any human voice to break the oppressive quiet. Then I heard a soft thud coming from the back room. I paused, heart racing, wondering if my mind was playing tricks on me. I stepped cautiously toward the sound, my flashlight beam trembling, casting eerie shapes on the walls as I strained to listen. My breath caught in my throat when a child's laughter echoed. No one should be here but me. Panic set in as I realized I wasn't alone. I fled back to the guard station, but the laughter grew louder, turning into whispers. Even now, I can't forget that sound. I turned the flashlight on, its beam cutting through the darkness. The factory loomed around me, silent yet alive with echoes from the past. That thump echoed again, followed by a soft scrape, like something being dragged along the floor. I froze, heart racing. I reasoned it must be the building settling, but as I took a step forward, another thump resonated, louder this time. The shadows seemed to stretch, warping as if something lurked just outside my line of sight. I took a deep breath. Then I heard it again, a whisper carried by the wind through broken windows, indistinct yet clear as day. I strained to catch the words, my skin prickling. It felt like a warning, urging me to leave this forgotten place. In a moment of panic, I turned and ran back towards the guard station. Footsteps echoed behind me, matching my frantic pace. With each hurried step, the whispers intensified, a chorus of voices urging me to stop, to listen. It was as if the factory itself wanted to communicate, to share its hidden secrets through echoes of the past. Then I felt a chill, the air thickening, as if something or someone was watching me from the shadows. In the stillness, a sudden crash reverberated from deeper within the factory, shattering the silence and sending me sprinting. I burst into the guard station, locking the door behind me. I could still hear the whispers, echoing through my mind. I stood in the guard station, breathless, trying to shake the whispers from my mind. The air felt thick, pressing against me. Suddenly, the radio crackled. A voice, distorted yet familiar, called my name. My heart raced as memories flooded back. I glanced at the window, the fog outside, obscuring the view. It felt like a presence lingered beyond the glass. A chill swept through the room, and the whispering escalated. I could almost decipher the words, pleading and haunting. I forced myself to stand, to check the perimeter. Each step felt agonizingly slow as I approached the door. As I peered outside, everything was still. Just the hum of the factory machines created an unsettling backdrop. Then, a shadow darted past my vision. I turned quickly, only to find the area deserted. The whispers faded momentarily, leaving an eerie silence. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, lurking nearby. Returning to the guard station, I flicked on the lights. A flicker, then they stabilized, casting ghostly shadows across the room. I noticed a piece of paper shifting on the desk. It had my friend's name scrawled across it, a name I hoped to forget. The laughter echoed in my mind again, chilling me to the core. How could this phantom remind me of days gone by? I squeezed my eyes shut, willing the memories away, when suddenly the laughter became a whisper once more, taunting me. A sudden thud came from the back room, startling me. I jumped and turned quickly, heart pounding in my chest. I took a hesitant step toward the source of the sound, the air thickening with dread as I approached the door. As I pushed the door open, a gust of cold wind rushed past me, sending a shiver down my spine. I stepped inside, revealing a room cluttered with forgotten equipment, all draped in thick layers of dust. As I turned to examine the room, something caught my eye, a flicker of movement in the corner, just out of reach. I felt a pull, an urge to uncover what lay in the shadows, despite every instinct screaming to flee. I took a deep breath and stepped closer. The air grew colder, wrapping around me like a shroud. Suddenly, I heard a soft whisper at my ear, chilling my spine. It sounded just like her voice. I gasped, turning to confront the specter, but there was nothing, only darkness and the empty room before me. I stumbled back, uncertainty paralyzing me, as I felt a presence brushing against my shoulder, urging me to leave. Racing back to the guard station, my pulse thundered. I slammed the door shut and locked it tight. As I caught my breath, I could still hear the whispering, now more distinct, seeping back into my thoughts. I hesitated, heart pounding, as the crash echoed through the factory. The whispers grew louder, pulling me toward the source. As I approached, fragments of glass crunched underfoot. I forced myself to look closer at what lay ahead. In the corner, I chilled as an old piece of machinery lay toppled, rust creeping over it like a festering wound. Suddenly, a voice echoed my name, twisted yet familiar, creeping down my spine like icy fingers. Frozen, I recalled the last night we spent here, laughter echoing, unaware of what lay ahead. A loud clanging broke my trance, coming from the other end of the factory. I had to move, there was no choice. With every step, the air grew heavier. I felt eyes upon me, watching, waiting. I crossed into a large room filled with old machinery, shadows blended with the remnants of the past. A chill ran down my spine as the whispers turned into distinct words, all eerily echoing the past. Suddenly, the figures of my memories materialized in the machine's dull shine, trapped but visibly there. I realized that the true horror was not just here, but in what I had failed to confront about that night. Running to escape, I heard a final whisper, "You can't run from yourself," as darkness closed in. I stumbled back, gasping for air. Shadows danced in the corners, whispering secrets of my past. The air felt thick, suffocating. The radio crackled back to life, but the voices were distorted, calling my name. It sent chills down my spine. I walked cautiously towards the source, each step echoing ominously. The whispers grew louder, almost taunting me. Suddenly, a door slammed shut behind me. I turned, heart racing, realizing I was not alone in this empty building. Frozen in place, a silhouette loomed at the end of the hallway. It felt like a piece of my past, haunting yet familiar. As I turned to flee, I whispered, "I can't escape this," knowing it would always follow me, lurking just beyond sight.